Kenya's rural areas best exemplify the government's efforts to improve the living standards of the people. The great strides made in the development of such sectors like health, communication, water and sanitation bear testimony to this effort. In particular, water is critical to the development of virtually all sectors of the economy. Reforms occasioned by the enactment of the Water Act 2002, where 8 water service boards were established, were meant to improve the provision of water to the people in the rural and urban areas. This is how the Lake Victoria North Water Services Board came into being in March 2004.
Lake Victoria North was one of the 8 water services boards that were born after the rationalization of the Water Act 2002 in 2006. And it has specific mandate to develop infrastructure and also manage the water service provision.
Infrastructure development section has the mandate to plan, source for funds, implement and make sure projects of water and sanitation nature operate within this area of jurisdiction.
The board's activities cut across the Kakamega, Busia, Bungoma and Vihiga counties in the western region of Kenya, Trans Nzoia, Uasin Gishu, Elgeyo Marakwet and Nandi counties in the Great Rift Valley. 70% of the board's close to 7 million consumers are rural-based.
Community development is a section and a technical department. Basically, what we do at the section, we implement water projects in the rural. We ensure that people in the rural have access to clean water.
In order to serve the rural setups more efficiently, the board has put several interventions in place, key among them the tapping of available water sources, development of springs, pans, sinking of boreholes, and construction of small treatment works ideal for water supply in such areas.
We had a few cases around 4 projects, especially in Uasin Gishu area and Marakwet. Springs and shallow wells do not work, so we had to do boreholes. We sank boreholes and then equipped the boreholes. Per shallow well, it's around 250 people, so that's around 50 households. We trained communities on how to treat their water, but we also partnered with organizations like ICS, IPA, and they would install chlorine dispensers in springs. But again, also we had a provision where we had our own chlorine and would support communities to chlorinate. But we capacity built them that after every 3 months, they should actually chlorinate their water.
The board, in conjunction with a number of its development partners and the government of the Republic of Kenya through the Ministry of Water and Sanitation, has initiated several community water and supply projects in its area of jurisdiction. The successful implementation of these projects has been as a result of a sustained collaborative effort between the community, the board, and other stakeholders. 3 main rural water development programs have proved effective in project implementation since the board's inception a decade ago. These are the Water Sanitation and Hygiene Program, WASH, which is funded by UNICEF and the government, Kenya Water and Sanitation Program, KWSP, funded by SIDA, and DANIDA under an arrangement dubbed the Community Project Cycle, CPC. The Community Project Cycle, CPC, was an initiative that laid greater emphasis on participation among the beneficiaries of the project for enhanced ownership and sustainability. Currently, the board is in the process of implementing a number of projects spread across its coverage area under a program dubbed the Public Initiative Program, PIP. This program is majorly financed by the government through the Ministry of Water and Sanitation.
CPC was long to take us a whole year from from inception to proposal preparation and submission, 1 year. But we shortened WASH, and it took us like 3 months from project identification to proposal preparation to submission. We came up with a supply network of tools that would be used for operation and maintenance, and we would get local suppliers, and would even actually use the bicycle repairs and would ask them to stock small items like the ones that are used in shallow wells. They're the ones that easily get used. So we went that local, that level. In each district, we had 4 fully trained fundis. And these fundis, so we created a network that those are 4 fundis for the sub-county, but for each shallow well, we had caretakers. So whatever was not was easy to be done, the caretakers would do it. But again, if it was above them, then the fundis would take over, and that really worked. So the sustainability part of it was a bit addressed. The beauty about WASH program was that it was an integrated approach. So you address sanitation, you address water, you address hygiene in communities, because those components go hand in hand. You cannot just give people water and not address their hygiene issues.
Once completed, projects are handed to the communities for the day-to-day management and smooth operations. For greater sustainability of the projects upon completion, the board undertakes trainings and capacity buildings to each of the project's management committees. So far, we have undertaken capacity buildings and trained the management communities of over 70 projects. Emusire Community Water Supply Project, which is managed by the local community, is one such example. It serves 2,500 consumers.
Kabla ya mradi, watu walikuwa napata shida kwa kupata maji. Walikuwa wanatembea kama kilomita 2 ndio kwenda kupata maji. Na pale walikuwa naenda, walikuwa na chota chini zaidi.
Na huko mtoni tulikuwa na changamoto sana. Unaweza enda huko, mvua imenyesha, unateleza mpira inaanguka, inakuvunja mguu.
Yenyewe ilikuwa inanichukua masaa mingi kama 3 hours, mitungi ngapi 3 4.
Hata ng'ombe zilikuwa naenda mtoni mbali kuchukunywa maji huko. Sasa hii mradi wakati ilikuja, wale wako na ng'ombe na wako na maji, wanatumia hiyo maji. Ng'ombe sasa siko sawasawa, wamama wako sawasawa.
Na saa hii sasa niko tu, sasa nakuja tu na kikombe, nachota maji natumia. Hata meno mimi nasugulia tu hapa kwa mfereji, ni kama niko town.
Tunatumia token, inakula pesa mingi sana. Ndio consumers wanalia, wanasema ngao tupate na solar. Tukipata solar, watu tutapunguza bei, watu wote watapata maji.
In Kasoko Secondary School in Bungoma County, the sinking of a borehole at a cost of 3.4 million shillings has come as a big relief to the over 700 students, 36 teachers and 300 community members who live next to the institution.
We are not buying any water for the boys. We've got plenty of water in the teachers' quarters, boarding section, in the kitchen. There's also some line that gets out of the school to the neighboring institution like the school of the disabled person, and I'm sure the primary school of Hasoko. That means we are not going to be interfered by the public be coming to school, but they'll be using their own water. I really want to appreciate the work done by the Ministry of Water through the Lake Victoria North Water Service Board to have thought it very nice and to have given very strong support to that project.
As a result of these community water projects, water shortages have been reduced, the incidence of waterborne diseases controlled, and health standards in Lake Victoria North Water Services Board coverage area have significantly improved. The Sirare Mayu Community Water Project in Bungoma County serves over 1,000 people with clean drinking water.
The major benefit is that people are getting enough clean and safe water, and so we have reduced the waterborne diseases
Wengine tuko na ng'ombe, mbuzi zinaweza kufa kwa sababu ya maji, lakini nataka kushukuru maji yetu ni maji mazuri, ni maji masafi. Hata ukikunywa haiwezi kukudhuru mahali popote.
Tangu Lake Victoria Water Services Board wakuje, tumepata maji safi, na hii maji inatusaa vizuri. Tunaendelea kukunywa maji safi. Mambo ya magonjwa hata yenye tulikuwa tuna experience last time, saa hizi hatuko nayo, kwa sababu hii maji ni maji safi na yanatusaidia sisi kama jamii hii.
In other projects spread across the board's coverage area, community members expressed their gratitude and contentment with the services rendered, although they recall the numerous challenges that they have experienced in the past. In the search of this precious commodity, they praise the board for putting an end to this.
Kwa hivyo tunataka kushukuru tu Lake Victoria, waendelee kuwa na huo moyo.
Na watu wa Lake Victoria board waendelee, wasirudi nyuma. Hiyo ni kazi mzuri wamefanya.
So we just appreciate the Lake Victoria North Water Service Board for taking care of the people of Shibuli and Ebujinga community.
Ningependa tu kusema manufaa yenye saa hii tunaona saa hii watu wanaweza jota maji, wanaweza kunywa na wanakunywa maji safi.
Sasa ni digital, na wakati wa digital tunataka vitu viwe karibu kama maji. Tena hii mradi isiwe ni hii peke yake, ipanuke.
Under the community project cycle and other programs, over 600,000 rural consumers have been covered. More water and sanitation projects will continue to come up as envisaged in the board's 5-year strategic plan of 2017 to 2022. The successful implementation of community water projects, among other achievements, has contributed significantly to the Lake Victoria North Water Services Board's excellence in performance, as is evidenced in the board's certification to the ISO 9001-2015.
We want to champion and deliver our mandate to ensure that by 2022 we have surpassed the General Ministry target of 80% services to the people. We are actually looking at it that nothing should stop us in giving around 95% services to the people. And I think we are geared toward that, and we want to be a role model in the region so that people can look at an institution that is functioning within its board area of jurisdiction.
In the coming years, the board has put in place a robust mechanism to ensure that we meet and even surpass the Ministry of Water and Sanitation's target of increasing access to over 80% by the year 2020. In order to attain this, the board has come up with a 10-year investment plan upon which its next 5-year strategic plan, which runs from 2017 to 2022, derived. The strategic plan gives priority to more deserving areas for implementation of water and sanitation infrastructure for the next 5 years. As the rollout of strategic plan gets underway, and in view of the emphasis the government has put in the water sector as the main enabler of the achievement of the Big Four agenda, the board is confident that it shall touch the core of every corner of our region still lacking water.